Hi, folks. The second time I started this, the first time I did it with Zoom and it was corrupt. So I'm going to post this to YouTube just to let you know. So, okay, Brightspace discussion board. This summer, I was able to teach EDU 695, so I became pretty familiar with how to use Brightspace, and then I designed my 2 courses using the same format that GPS does, which I really did like it. It was easy to navigate. So we're going into Brightspace. And so I'm going to show you the internship and the directed study. I don't have any discussion board in, and exploring teaching, I don't either. So, and I have 5 assignments to grade, it looks like. So there's 2 ways that you can get into discussion board. I don't know which way you have yours set up. So I'm going down here. Let me go somewhere else. I'll go to course home. I'll go this route first. And this is where you'll see all your modules, I think we'll call them. Here's just my discussion board, you know, in my whatever videos I put up every week. Here, there is a discussion board. Students had a hard time getting in discussion board on 791. So I worked with IDS anyways, and they ended up putting just a discussion board module in. So this is one way. If you've got it set up so it's just a group of discussion boards, you can get in that way. I did get permission from one of my students to use her discussion board. So just because of confidentiality, I didn't feel real comfortable. And she said yes. So here again is all your modules. You see how they have discussion boards set up. And so you go click on the link for module 1, week 1 and 2. And I'm going to go back just a minute, because here you'll see below there's module 2. This discussion board I happen to put in groups, and you'll see why in a minute. So module 1, discussion. And then you get down here, and what happens is the last person I was in there looking through the discussion board, that who pops up first. So I've already been in to Bridget's, and this is my go-to person. She's been in 4 of my classes. So if I ever need something or want to check something in a course, she's always there for me. So we go into Bridget's, and you just click on her link. This is what she titled her discussion board response. Faith ended up writing introduction. So you click on the link, and here is Bridget, and it's an introduction, and it talks a little bit about the internship and the PCEL standards. So this is her response here. And then I want to reply to her. So I'm clicking the reply. Up comes my response. And I say, thank you, Bridget, for allowing us to use your thread. Right. So then I go down here and I post. If I ever wanted to add a notice or something, I could do that, and I post it. And see that, so there's my response to Bridget. Right, so that's one way to go in. The other way, which is more than likely how you will do it, is you'll go under course activities to discussion. And here are all the discussions that you've set up. And you can see that there are 102 posts on this one discussion board. There are 25 threads. There are 25 students in the class. So that's why there's 25 threads. They've all responded once. They've all did their initial response. And here I set them up in groups because, like I just said, there's 25. And after everybody's saying hello to each person, then it's too yieldly to have 25 in one discussion board. So again, we go into discussion this way. I'm clicking on the link. There is an assessment here. There's a rubric. which there's a part in here that you can use with rubrics if you want when you grade. So here we go. And here's Bridget again. It tells that I just posted 1 minute ago. There are 8 replies to Bridget. There are 21 views. So I'm going to go in here again to Bridget. And I've been fooling around in here anyways. So again, you go down to her response and you reply. Right, so there are other people's responses. Here's my response. Bridget again responded to me. And I responded to her. So I just put this in here. I'm going to delete the post. Just because I've been in here a couple times testing. She doesn't need that many thank yous. But that is how you respond. And I'm just going to take it one step further. And if you don't want to hear anymore, you've had enough, you can shut this off. But I thought it would be advantageous for you to see all the things you can see here, the history and such, to assess the student. And again, Bridget has given me permission. So the top score is 2. She received a 2. She has 1 thread, her initial, and she's responded to 6 students. So she only needs to respond to 2 peers. If some of you remember this through teaching in the graduate program. In the discussion board, personally, I do not add feedback for every single criteria. If they have 2 points, then I do a very general comment right here. And that's where you do general feedback, right? And so I will go in here and update. And I do, because I don't want to continue grading, I publish anyways. And yes, I'll override it. It's just going to be the same thing. So that's how you get into a discussion board and how you respond. I would love to show you something else. I think it's part of the discussion board, but I'm doing this in EDU 105 and I'm doing it in this course as well. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't, I'll explain it to you. I wasn't really ready to go in here. I'm not going to be able to pull it up that quick. So what I wanted to let you know, if you want to, is in the discussion board and all the assignments, you've probably seen it already, that you can do a video to students or you can do an audio to students. So let's just say in the discussion board, somebody is way off and I really wanted to give them a precise feedback. I will do an audio. And in EDU 105, I was reading the educational autobiographies and they just basically blew me away that I graded them. And I also did an audio response as well. So just some tips I picked up through the summer and now. So thank you for listening to this. I hope it was helpful and I'm going to put it on YouTube. Thank you. Have a nice weekend.